Thanks, David. And now Washington's starting group. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Now this Berton's out there with Bryant. And it's Brown in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Rondo in at the point guard.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Brown against LeBron.
LeBron is so aggressive, virtually unguardable, tough to contain when he's going up to shoot.
This is his first free throw of the game.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That free throw, no good.
The agility, the instincts, the power. I mean, James remains a dominant figure on both ends of the floor.
He hits the second from the line. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Wizards. Pass to Bertans. Over Rondo. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And it's Washington's ball. It's a 3-point game. Beal finds Bryant. About a minute played so far here in the first. Wall wide open. Kuzma pulls it in.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Wall against Rondo. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Inside, Davis. Wall with a block.
Wall, I mean, one of the things that's underrated is that he's an insane athlete. Right there, he's just showing what an incredible defender he is with these type of blocks.
Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
Man, last season was such a tough one for the Wizards. I mean, they lost John Wall to injury midway through. They ended up 11th in the East and out of the playoffs.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. For so long, C-Webb, the Wizards were looking to get past that second round in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, Kevin, now they might have to recalibrate their team for that. I mean, their team has some glaring holes that a quick fix just can't help. They will need to build from the ground up to get back on track.
To the paint. Rebounded by the Wizards.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The pass to Wall. Over Rondo. And Davis pulls it down.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Rondo against Wall. Rondo kicks to Green. Back to Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. James, the pass to Rondo. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark. Rondo with the steal. Oh, and here we go with Rondo. Nobody back. Drops in the breakaway layup.
And Rondo, as good as it gets in transition, whether he's shooting or passing, he tends to make the right decision.
Here's Beal, buried from 15 feet out.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish you.
Lakers leading by 5. James outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the shot is good.
Powerful, yet effective. James has always done a lot of damage from the mid-range.
Beal finds Bryant. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Davis. The Wizards shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And the first one at the line is good.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
Bryant hits them both. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow. Well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
They get it back. And no good. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. No one near James as he lets it go. That's in there. Davis with the assist. James has got 5 points so far. Ball passes to Brown. To the middle. It's stolen by Davis. And LeBron throws it down.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
Well, the Wizards last year, I mean, they struggled on defense. We saw that, which was a big part of why they missed out on the playoffs. Now, teams know it is a weakness, and that's something they need to address. This team knows it.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
Wall is a highly intelligent player. He sees the floor pretty well, sprinting to the cup with ease that time.
Chris, with the Wizards and their lack of defense, last season it showed up in the numbers.
Yeah, Kevin, they were second to last in effective field goal percentage against in the league. I mean, that just didn't challenge shooters inside and out. No amount of offense can make up for that.
6 on the shot clock. Here's James. Trying to get open as Davis. And James with the basket on the assist by Green.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
It's Beal on the wing. James covering. And that one, good. Lakers leading by 9. Pass to Davis. Now here's Kuzma. Got a piece of it. Beal with it. To the inside. Bryant. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss it.
Green with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Green finds Kuzma. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Yeah, and at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his vision.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Wizards also changing it up. Mo Wagner's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for John Wall. And Chris, really a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
Lakers leading by 10. Caldwell-Pope outside. The shot will not fall. Great D that time from Beal. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Lakers. Quinn Cook comes in for Rajon Rondo. And a switcher also for Washington. Miles is checked in. LeBron against Miles. Passes it to Cook. Lakers working the ball around now. Caldwell-Pope feeling it out a bit. Here's Cousins. Count it. And the Lakers lead by 12.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Thomas passes to Wagner. Caldwell-Pope against Beal. Softly drops in the floater. Beal's got 6.
Love the touch on that floater right there. Beal has this shot down to a science.
Here is Cook. Kuzma outside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to Beal. Poke loose and stolen by LeBron. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And the dunk by LeBron.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
It's good. 13 points in the game.
Powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Well, money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
Washington making a change here. Smith has checked in. And the Wizards with possession. They trail by 16. And stolen by Cousins. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Outside Thomas. And there's the pass to Wagner. 5 on the clock. And Miles kicks to Smith. Outside Thomas. Will it go? It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, able to get anywhere, anytime. Thomas keeps it on a string.
LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Miles. Here is Cook. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's good. And the Lakers lead by 18.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Oh, he embraces the contact, does Thomas. At his height, he uses his body like a shield. Just has such great leverage, creating space for the finish.
Here is Cook. He's guarded by Thomas. James finds Cousins. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Tipped away and stolen by Cousins. And James throws it down.
Whether he's driving, posting up, or firing from deep, LeBron has it all. It's been a fantastic evening for him.
Wagner passes to Hachimura. Poked away. Pass to Kuzma. And the layup's good off the glass. Kuzma's got 7 points in the game.
Defense leading to offense. Another turnover and another basket.
Smith with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Thomas. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Lakers going the other way now. Feeds it to Caldwell Pope. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Fades away. Cousins pulls it in. And here's Cousins. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The drive by...
James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
Now, here's Thomas. Defense is right there to end the run. Rebounded by the Lakers. James has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the dunk by James.
Offense
offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Lakers on top, delivering the blowout. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. The 5'9" Isaiah Thomas has made a career out of proving his doubters wrong.
Ever since I was a little boy, they always said, you're not going to be this good in high school. Then when I got to high school and played pretty well, they said, well, you're not going to do that good in college. And when I got to college, they said, well, the NBA, those guys are too big. They're too fast, too strong. The things you do in college won't work in the NBA. And I've just kept pushing ever since. I have a goal of mine, I want to be one of the best little guys to ever play the game.
Well, no question about it, Greg. Isaiah Thomas still plays with something to prove.
You know, wanting to show he still belongs. That fiery competitiveness is why his teammates love it.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Washington, at the forward spots, Miles and Hachimura. Isaiah Thomas out there with Smith. And it's Wagner in at the 5, roaming the paint. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing. And all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Pass to Cousins. And they double up Cousins. Daniels kicks to Cook. Pass to Cousins. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Here's Bradley, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Energy is rarely a question when it comes to Bradley. He's consistently knocking on the defense's door.
The Lakers have only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Free throw good from Bradley. Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter players.
Good on both. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man. By far is Jay Will. Jay
Was
Will,
he?
White Chocolate. He was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality. A hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
Shot clock at 6. Daniels passes to Davis, and that one drops for him. Davis has got 8 points.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
He just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Here's Thomas. Bryant trying to free himself up. Thomas finds Wall. Over Daniels. Wall, that's good. 6 points for him.
And the thing about Wall, he loves a challenge, beating good defense.
Lakers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Rondo passes to Davis. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And 12 points for Anthony Davis.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
It's Bryant, high post. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Rondo dishes to Daniels. And the pass to McGee. Fades and shoots. Here's Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, a rock solid 79%.
The first one falls.
And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
Green, he's checked in for Bradley. Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Brown against Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pertinis. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know, you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
Here's Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Wizards. Outside Bryant. Kicks to Brown. Outside Beal. Outside Wall. No good on the triple.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
With height and heart, Kevin, McGee can do damage around the rim.
Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blazed the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for me as a basketball player. I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives and bringing awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally. And that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give them a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. And that one falls for John Wall.
And give Wall credit. I mean, he's fought through the knee injuries, an elite difference maker out there on the floor.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, John Wall coming back after that Achilles injury he suffered in the start of 2019. It's been a long road to recovery for him, and I know just how much he misses playing every day.
Here's Davis. And McGee kicks to Davis.
That's how you attack.
Wow. Attack the rim, baby. Move out the way.
Wall finds Bertans. And here is Bryant. Pass to Beal. Bryant trying to free himself up. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Bryant.
I like how Beal mixes up his scoring. He's capable of finishing when he's got this kind of position.
They double him with Wall. Lakers passing it around. Rondo on top. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. Daniels inside the line. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
The kick out to Bryant. From the arc. The shot misses, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. And here's Daniels, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Rondo with a clean look, nailed from three-point land.
And every now and then, Rondo will surprise you with the occasional triple, showing it off there with range.
It's Wall with the drive.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love D.C. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee, and James subbed in for Green. Both free throws good from Daniels. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Washington. Now here's Beal. 8 points for him. And Bryant kicks to Bertans. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. The Wizards also changing it up. Mo Wagner comes in for Thomas Bryant, and it's Hachimura in for Davis Bertans. Here's Rondo, and easy 2 points on the layup. Rondo's got 7.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Beal. They get the rebound. Hachimura, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Davis.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2.
And that one falls for Hachimura. Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game. So anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score. Don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because the player holds the ball too right. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
Miles the pass to Hachimura. Back to Miles. Clock at 4. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Miles. 10 points for Wall.
Oh, I just love how under control Wall is, especially when the shot clock is way down. He has terrific poise.
James in the post, defended by Miles. Count that one. And that's now 6 points here for Cousins.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Wall taking his time here. And the wide open shot from Miles. Good on the 3-point shot.
Why you always have to be ready around John Wall? Because you never know when he's going to call your number.
Outside Rondo. Here's Caldwell-Pope, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Caldwell-Pope's got his second basket of the game. Outside Beal. Back to Wall. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Cousins dishes to Rondo. Here's Kuzma. And Wagner pulls it down. Washington shooting 40% from the field. Hachimura the pass to Wall. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. Beal can't get it to go. Beal's gotten only 4 of his 11 shots to fall here so far. And that one's good. Cousins has got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Beal. The Wizards with another miss.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Nice shot by Rondo.
Amazing floor awareness from Cousins. Skilled at spotting the open man.
Rondo against Wall. Beal deciding where to go with it. Passes to Miles. And stolen by Cousins. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Rondo can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Wall is a tenacious warrior. He's a high-flying dunking machine, especially off the drive, thanks to his lethal ability.
Here's Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. That's 10 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shots.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
More often than not, Ernie, LeBron tries to involve his teammates early, but he came in ready to shoulder the load tonight. Terrific all-around performance in the first half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by James.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
Yeah, Greg, and that's somewhat of a surprise. I mean, but he's been really patient and unselfish.
From the Wizards, they're shooting 39% from the floor at their best. Green and Rondo in the backcourt. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's James in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way, and Davis throws it down.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a 4-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. Devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 40-year-old son is watching film with him. What's going on, man? But he's made it clear, once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
Knocked loose. Wall draws the double. Brown inside, working on James. Here's Wall. Outside for Beal. Shot clock at 2 over Green. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Wall. That's 10 points for Bradley Beal.
Such pure shooting from Beal. I mean, Beal is a knockdown scorer from these mid-range spots.
James against Brown. Now here is Davis, guarded closely. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And it's Wall with the ball for the Wizards. He dishes it to Bryant. Outside, Beal. And he banks in the layup. Beal's got 4 this quarter.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
James in the post. He's covered by Brown.
You think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
Rondo against Wall. Pass to Bertens. He kicks to Beal. No good that time. Great D that time from Green.
So that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Ball against Rondo. Outside, Wall. Now the pass to Bertens. Just 5 to shoot. Knocks it loose. Bryant finds Bertans. But they recover it. Misses the 3. For Los Angeles, they've gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Wizards have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. There's Beal with the 3. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He feeds it to Davis. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Washington. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
Anthony Davis taking 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. The Lakers making a switch here. Cooks checked in. Smith checked in for Washington. Isaiah Thomas comes in for John Wall. And both free throws good for Davis. 3rd quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Thomas, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Washington has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's Brown on the wing. Outside Thomas. They need this one. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's blocked by Brown. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Floats it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
He pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Wizards have gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Bertans. Shot from free throw range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Washington shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Smith outside. Now here's Thomas. D right on him. Out to Smith. Passes it to Brown. 5 to shoot. To halt the run. And again, Washington no good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half, and the basket is good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
James against Thomas. Good D by James.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim. Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Smith outside. It's stolen by Bradley. Puts it up from 15. Tries again. In deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 30.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Smith kicks to Thomas. Back to Smith. Now Thomas. He's got 8. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Daniels, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And a switcher also for Washington. Hachimura is checked in. Outside Thomas. Trying to get something going. And Davis sends it back.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
They get it back. Cook. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Cook's got 6 points.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. They're all too common. Basketball one-on-one. The shot goes up for the body on someone.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. The Lakers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. And then for Washington, Mo Wagner comes in for Thomas Bryant. And it's C.J. Miles in for Troy Brown. Thomas kicks to Smith. Wizards passing it around. Clock at 6. Here's Hachimura. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Daniels with it. At the top of the key, Cook. Doubled by Smith. Here's Bradley. Again, Los Angeles.
Yeah, you know what? While Bradley is focused on shooting more threes and less 2-point jumpers, I mean, when you're feeling it, you got to let it fly, guy.
Smith the pass to Thomas. To stop the run. Rebound the Lakers. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Bradley. Free throw off from Cook. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
That's a 2 from Smith. And again, Washington, no good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Whenever Cousins get that close to the basket, it's game over for the D. He is such a forceful presence, especially when he's dunking.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Wagner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Thomas to end the drought. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
He's He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Oh, just a dream scenario for them so far. Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Outside Thomas. Shoots the three. And he's good on the three ball. Thomas got 11 points.
The quickness to get in position, the quick shot release. IT in space on the perimeter, just a nightmare to defend.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. And here is Cousins. 12 points for him. Left side, Davis. There's the dish to Cook. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. JaVale McGee's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Washington, Bradley Beal's checked in for Smith. And John Wall subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Here is Cook. He's got 8. Offensive rebound. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
With some arc, and Wall lays it in. Wall's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
This system is set up perfectly for him today. I mean, it's allowing him to find a lot of good shots.
The pass to Wagner. Back to Wall. Outside Beal. Now here's Wall. Defense right on him. From deep. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to McGee. Lets it go from deep. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Beal, the pass to Wagner. Dishes it to Wall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring.
The first free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. And it's Cook with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Passes it to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope against Miles. Down low. Here's Kuzma, and that one is good.
Oh, this is the confidence Kuzma plays with. I mean, he feels like he can score on intense defense whenever he wants.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Rondo's checked in.
One shot.
And many people are high on Kuzma, an all-around player with a promising future given his impressive skill set.
Outside Beal. Back to Wall. McGee with the block. One-on-one fast break. Here's Caldwell Pope, and he dunks it down.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Outside Beal. There's the three. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And the ability of Caldwell Pope to get in the shooter's head. Love having a guy like him who puts a lot of energy into the defense.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So on the floor for Washington, C.J. Miles is out there with Jones, and it's Bonga in at the point. Pass to Caruso. Caldwell Pope outside. To the middle, here's Kuzma, and again it's the Lakers.
It only takes a few buckets for Kuzma to get going. He's a crafty, dangerous scorer.
Here's Bonga. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on JaVale McGee.
At the line for two.
And the first one drops. Jared Dudley's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past, respected coach who has won Coach of the Year, but the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
Dudley, and again, it's the Lakers.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while, right? I did not think that was going on.
Bonga, the pass to Wagner. Here's Schofield. Sinks that one from the post. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Teardrop shot. Caruso, no good. From the Wizards, they're shooting just 34% from the floor. Schofield passes to Miles. Over to the wing. There's the pass to Wagner. The tray. Can't hit that one. So the Lakers will take it the other way. 14 feet away. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by the Wizards.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Jones, the pass to Schofield. Shot clock at 5. From deep, Miles. Rebounded by Dudley. Lakers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Caruso. Kuzma finds Dudley. That's good on the jump shot. Dudley's got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for Washington. Pass to Wagner. Pass to Bonga. Here's Schofield. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Kuzma passes to McGee. Back to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Caruso. Pass to Kuzma. Let's go. A second chance effort. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Bradley's checked in for Los Angeles. The Wizards have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Schofield, guarded by Bradley. Outside, Jones. The pass to Bonga. Here's Schofield. From deep. That shot off the mark. Bradley with some nice D. Here's Caruso. And Wagner pulls it down.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Miles against Bradley. Caldwell Pope outside. Now here's Bradley. From deep three-point range. And it's Miles with the rebound. Washington's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. It's stolen by Bradley. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Caldwell Pope. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And Caldwell Pope just knows how to run correctly in transition. He runs wide outside those hashes. He sees lanes and angles so well out there.
Wagner passes to Bonga. Here's Schofield. The shot, no good. Lakers shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see a performance like this too often. Pass to Bradley. Passes it to Caruso. He dishes it to McGee. Over Wagner. And it's good off the back rim and in. That's 7 points for JaVale McGee.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
We talk about killer instinct all the time. He definitely has it. He's keeping his foot on the pedal here.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And here we go. Washington fast break. Schofield passes to Bonga. Rob. Caldwell Pope outside. McGee trying to break free. That one misses. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Outside, Jones. Pass to Bonga. Banked in off the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Caruso kicks to McGee. Caldwell Pope outside. Outside Bradley. Launches a three. Bonga pulls it in.
His scoring has not been there at all tonight. I mean, it tells you a lot about their team that they have the lead anyway. That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Here's Caruso. Basket counts.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And so it's Bonga who brings up the ball for the Wizards. The dish to Miles. That's tipped. 6 to shoot. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Bonga, no good. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Outside Bradley. Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Shoots over Miles. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And there's no real answer for Caldwell Pope in pick and roll sets. He can beat you with the shot outside or as quick as inside.
Here's Wagner. Wizards passing it around. 11 feet away. Jones trying to get open. A rebound by the Lakers. McGee's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And Jones sends it back. And the pass to Schofield. Miles against Bradley. Here's Wagner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And he makes the first.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Is Smith. He's checked in for Washington. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Caruso. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to McGee. Outside Bradley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Caldwell Pope right side. Doubled by Smith. 5 on the clock. Here's McGee.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Jones dishes to Smith. Stolen by McGee. Now here's Bradley. He's guarded closely, and it's good. 2 points.
Such a gritty competitor. I mean, when you talk about Bradley's whole game, it exemplifies toughness. We just saw that right there.
Here's Jones. From down in the low post, it goes. Jones has got his first bucket in this one. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Inside. Now here is McGee. Tight defense on him. And they pick up 2. McGee's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
Here's Jones. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Jones. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Jones nails both of them. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Davis.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Lakers. Here's Schofield, guarded by Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Bonga, the pass to Jones. Drills the three-pointer.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
Here's Caruso. And Dudley kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Caruso. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Oh, Greg, that's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that seals the deal.
Jones, the pass to Wagner. Back to Jones. Passes to Smith. From deep. Kept alive by Washington. Pass to Bonga. Here's Wagner. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a